Hey everybody, welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Choosing Beggar Reddit video. I'm still really trying to reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers, so if you can help me out in any way, I would really appreciate it. In our first story, a Choosing Beggar gets scammed buying second-hand tickets for a concert. Obviously, that is the venue's fault. Let's jump right in. I used to work in the ticket office of a well-known concert venue in my city. We primarily sell tickets, but are also there for questions and try to help with problems people might have with tickets bought from other sellers. One evening, there was a concert by a famous musician, so the tickets were fairly expensive. It's getting close to the starting time, and thus the end of my work evening, when this couple rushes towards me. They're about 50. She looks extremely worried. He is very angry. He comes up to the window, shoves 2 paper sheets through the window, and says, "They don't work. Fix it." Well, hello to you too, sir. I take a look at the tickets. They are printed home tickets bought at another ticket office. I do what we usually do in these cases, enter the barcode into the system and try to figure out what is wrong. It turns out somebody else already entered the venue using these tickets with the same barcode. So next I asked them where they bought the tickets. On the internet. Sorry, do you know where exactly? Which shop? The husband gets increasingly angry and tells me this is BS and starts pacing angrily while his wife and I try to find the email with the tickets on her phone. While we search, she tells me in whispers that they're from out of town and this weekend, the hotel stay and the concert is her birthday present for her husband. We finally find the email. Turns out they bought the tickets at a pretty infamous marketplace for secondhand tickets. I explained this to them and that the tickets were likely sold more than once and that in this case, whoever comes first gets to enter. The husband insults the venue, demands we throw the other party out, says I'm incompetent, and resumes pacing. I offer to sell them other tickets, but the wife explains that they can't afford it. If it were only for him, I wouldn't have done anything, but the wife was crying silently and I felt really bad for her. So I call up to the office. I explain the situation, and my very nice colleague says there are some tickets left in the second best category and tells me that I can give them 2 of them for free. I'm super happy for them, and I call them over to me to give them the good news. I show them the tickets on the plan and they see the price. The wife is very grateful. The husband, on the other hand, "Our tickets were far more expensive than what you are giving us. This is not okay." Well, as I told you, you bought the tickets from a private person, so usually we wouldn't be able to do anything in a case like this. But out of courtesy, we would like to offer you these 2 tickets for free. They are really good tickets too, because I continue to tell him the benefits of these tickets. These are better tickets than the original ones. But he has stopped listening to me. He grabs his wife's phone and shows me the email again. "We paid €300 per ticket. The ones you are giving us cost €120. I explained to him that the tickets they bought and the ones I am willing to give them are in the same price category. Now he realizes that they paid way too much for their tickets. Of course, this somehow is my fault too. Somewhere in this conversation, he demands that not only should we upgrade the free tickets to ones in the best category, we should also give him the money for the tickets they bought online. Again, I try to explain to him the concept of secondhand tickets, that I can't return him money he never spent here in the first place. I even bring up my favorite IKEA flea market comparison that I save for the most thick-headed customers. Basically, it's about how he can't return an IKEA bookcase he bought at a flea market to an IKEA store. It's the same for tickets. Usually, this does the trick. Not here. He now tells me we are the scammers and that he is going to sue us and write us a bad review on Facebook. I am fed up by now. I interrupt him to tell him the show has already started. They have two choices. Either they take the free tickets and enjoy the show, or they can leave the venue immediately. Grudgingly, he accepts the free tickets. His wife apologizes for his behavior, and they go into the venue. I was still happy I gave them the tickets because I believe he would have made his wife's weekend hell if they hadn't been able to enter at all, and I felt sorry for her. A jerk like him alone, I would have never ever given tickets to. In story number 2, it's Choosing Beggar versus Locksmith. Here's a story from my days as an on-call locksmith. It happened a few years ago, so some of the memory might be a little foggy, but I assure you there is no exaggeration at any point. Prices are approximate to my memory. It was a busy night, 3 calls in the queue. I get a call from a Choosing Beggar. I need you to come here right away. My jewelry store was robbed and I have the police here. But when the police cleared the building to preserve the scene, the magnetic time lock on the door was on and can only be opened from the inside. Like you left your key inside and you can't get back in? No, there is no way to disable it from outside. You have to be inside to press the button. Well, if there is nothing on the outside I can manipulate, then I'm not sure if I can do much for you. But I could take a look. I have 3 people ahead of you though. Being that I won't be there till after 10 p.m., the cost will start at $300 if I successfully get you inside. That's the service call plus the hour labor included, and the price of course goes up late at night. That's too expensive, and the police are here. I need you right away. Well, that's my price for that time of night, so I recommend you call someone else. No, that's fine. Just get here as soon as you can. Halfway through my next job, he calls for a status update. I tell him that I'm going as fast as I can. I'm almost done the second job, he calls again. I explain to him that the more often he calls, the more often it interrupts my work, and the slower I'll be. He asked if I could bump the last call, cause he needs me right away. So I call my last customer, explain the situation. He's super chill and says no rush. I call the Choosing Beggar again to let him know I'm on the way. It's now 7:30. Okay, please hurry. I finally get there. Choosing Beggar is waiting in his running car. It's winter in Canada, and he tells me that they are waiting for such and such reason before we can go back in. I don't know, policey stuff I guess. I tell them to let me know as soon as we can gain entry, and I go to wait in my van. 2 hours go by. Occasionally, I talk to the cops out of boredom. I finally get the go-ahead to open the door. Locksmith reoccurs. The store is opened again, so the investigation can now continue. Okay, your total is $450 plus tax. Come on, man. That's too expensive. You said $300, and that's because it was going to be later than 10. You got here way before that. Yeah, but I also had to bump a guy to the later than 10 spot. I'm not going to charge him the late night price for doing you a favor. That cost is passed to you. And, I said, starting at $300. And that was before you had me on the clock for 2 hours of waiting because you were in such a hurry to get me here. Is there nothing you can do? No. There were some long pauses as we stared at each other. Insurance is probably going to pay for it anyway. Once I said this, the guy then paid me. Now, I literally have no idea if the insurance thing is true, but it got me my money and got me out of there. In story number 3, we have a Choosing Beggar who doesn't want to pay for a website if just anyone can visit for free. Hey, you do websites, right? Can you build me a website? Hello? Huh. You're about to lose my business. Sorry, I'm not on Twitter 24/7. Yes, I design websites for a living, but I'm currently not open to new work. January is a pretty busy month for me, and my current workload has left enough on my plate. If you give me an idea of what you want, I'll let you know my rates and give you an estimate for the project. Wow. Okay, first, I'm not paying for a website that's going to be free to visit. That doesn't make sense. Second, using words like rates and estimate make you look like a butthole. You just lost my business, kid. Enjoy not getting all the fame from my $1 million idea. You're gonna lose bug time. I meant, big time. This is John from /bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and want to see more of them, then hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to drop a like, share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one.